how I met Steve. So we went to a large chamber mixer. How many people were at the Rockford for that? Do you know?
200.
200 people? There's no way I'm going to meet 200 people. I'm not interested. Number one, probably 90% of them I have no business meeting anyway. So what I'm always doing is I walk into those meetings and I'm thinking, okay, who do I find today that serves the same audience I serve in a different way? It's exactly what Tim talked about earlier, right? I'm not interested in going into these environments to sell because that's not what these environments are for. If you go in there to sell, you're going to get chased out. Well, maybe not figuratively, but you'll get locked out in some way, right? Because you'll get tagged as the person that's always in there going to these meetings, handing out cards and trying to sell everybody. We all know the insurance salesman that does that, right? You don't want to get tagged as that person. So I go in and I want to meet just one person. That's my goal. I just want to meet the one right relationship in this room. So it may take me 20 people, but I want to find out, as Tim said, so what do you do? What do you do? And when I hear that people don't serve my audience the way I do, I'm not interested. Because if I am, I'm getting into a one-on-one sales environment trying to pitch them something, and that's not why I'm there. Now, I come across Steve at the Rockford, this large event, and we're standing there, and there's food and stuff. And Steve and I just strike up a conversation. And as always, what's the first question we ask? What do you do? So when Steve says, well, I'm a business coach with John Maxwell, well, instantly, because I've had to read almost all his books at undergrad and graduate level at that time, and I know who Maxwell is, we can have an intelligent conversation just about his experience as a business coach and his training. But I already know that because of the type of work that I do in my businesses, guess who he has direct access to now? Because he's a business coach. So who do business coaches work with? They work with entrepreneurs and business owners, natural relationship. I walked away from talking with Steve and I looked at my wife and I said, there was the one that we needed today. I didn't even bother the rest of the day trying really. We went over to the house and looked at the history and talked to the archaeologist that was doing a dig over there, and we had a great time. I met a few other people, but I met my objective. So